Hello again, everybody. We're at the Qatar Racing Club. We're here with the infamous Joe Lepone. How are you, Joe?
I'm doing great, David. Hope you are.
It's great to see you and finally get a great chance to talk to you. Tell me, Joe, how many years have you been coming to the Middle East to drag race?
This is my 9th year. I first came over to tune a Pat Musi car that Pat sold to a customer, and I've been here doing 9 years. I've taught and worked with 14 teams now. I won 6 championships here with different cars. Salah, we won 2. I got hooked up with Salah 5 years ago with a 10.5 when he had his 10.5 car. He had some issues with it, and it was pretty funny because I told him I could make him run 6 seconds. And I have a certain fee, and he said, "Oh, I'm not going to pay you that." And I said, "What if I run 6 seconds?" He said, "Okay." So we tested one day, and this is a funny story too. And one day we came here, and we made 5 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut it off. And I wouldn't let him make a full run. So it came race day, qualifying, and they were going to do a test and tune. And so I was getting in the car, and I said, "No, you're not testing. It doesn't count." And he said, "What do you mean? You're not testing the car?" I said, "It's going to run. You're going to pay me the extra money on the first qualifying run." "Oh, we'll see, we'll see." So we go up there, and I'm on the starting line during the qualifying run, and Salah's on the radio, and he goes, Joe, come back, come back." So I go running back, and I said, "What are you doing, Salah?" What? He said, 1, 2, 3, 4, shut off. And I said, "No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come pay me the extra money." And the car made us 696 past the first hit. At that point, we went in. He won a champ. He won 2 championships in a row, and he had the fastest 700 cubic inch Norman Ford in existence on a 10.5. His crew, I started out with, he has Majid as crew chief, probably one of the best students that I had. And it's always great, when you're a tuner and you teach people that they, after a while, they come back and say, "Well, what if we do this?" And then Majid is just on and all over it. He got him mad, and everybody does their deal. And you know what it's like to put a successful team together. And Salah's done that. We have TMT. I mean, back to the guy that sets the tires. Everybody's job's important.
Yes. And
right now, I spread myself a little thin. The first couple of races I came here, I was tuning 5 cars, and it wasn't that Salah had some issues and stuff, and this race we're going to concentrate on making him win this race. And unfortunately, David, I'm sorry for you, but that's going to happen.
Hey, if I have to lose to Salah and Manjit, then that's no problem. I couldn't think of a more classier team to lose to. You know what I mean? They're tough, they're competitive, and they give it 100%. So those guys are going down without a fight. You know what I mean?
And the one thing about it, the Qatar Race Club, and then, Salah had said it before, and I mean, Sheikh Abdullah has a full shop over there. Okay, he wants everybody to help their cars and stuff, and I think it's like, everybody should really look at it, not just here in the Gulf, but in the United States. I mean, if you need anything done, there's a full machine shop there. In the United States, when I raced Pro Stock, I mean, I knew that John Force had a lathe, so I could go to his shop and have a lathe and stuff like that. But the tracks today in the United States have facilities where they could put a machine shop, and not only will be advantageous for the racers, but it will all be advantageous for the the actual tracks themselves to generate money. Sheikh Abdullah charges a fair rate, and there's a complete machine shop and stuff like that. But getting back to Salah's Mustang, I mean, Joe Peter put the big motor in it. We're going to show its true potential right now. We had some issues in the beginning, but I'm really happy to be here, and like I said, Sheikh Khalid has done a tremendous job here. I mean, this track is unbelievable, David. You know that. You can't put there. This is the flattest, fastest track in the world.
How about safety, Joe? You're racing at the Qatar Racing Club. Do you feel safe?
I feel very safe. I mean, everybody's your friend here. As far as the drivers go, there's helicopter here. I mean, and 2 years ago, there were some people here from the United States. KH had 7 Pro Extreme cars here, and one of the driver's wives got sick. Okay, they flew her in a helicopter to the hospital. Everybody got put aside, and she got served first. As far as safety goes, I mean, we're not over these people here. They're not all over us.
Yes, no, and I mean, every time a car makes a pass down the run, I notice 4 or 5 people cross the track, looking for debris, making sure everything's okay.
Right. As far as that goes, I mean, they have the traction twins here. I mean, there's no 2 guys in the world that are better at making cars consistent, making our job easier. And like you said, I mean, every run that people walk across the track, every run.
Drag racing is growing in the Gulf states in the Middle East as a region, And you expect that trend to continue? Do you want are we going to see continued growth, more cars, more teams, more races here?
Yes, I really could see that. And, you know, as far as marketing goes, you know, KH has done an excellent job. We were sitting at Chili's last night, okay, with the televisions, and within an hour there was there was 5 commercials for this race, you know, and they're making it aware. They're making people aware of things. The other thing I have to say about KH is the largest Army military base 20 minutes from here in Doha, and KH had sent buses over there, okay, to bring the troops here to watch the races.
That's U.S. troops.
U.S.
Yes,
troops.
There's an Air Force base in Qatar, one of the largest in the world, right here, very close to the track. So the guys come, check out the race, and they enjoy it. Almost makes them feel like they're at home. You know?
Doesn't charge them.
And also, it's good to point out that no one gets charged. KH puts on a great show, provides complimentary tickets to many. All the U.S. service personnel that come here, they're invited guests. Many of the fans and supporters come here. They're complimentary. So we're exposing them to drag racing at a fair price, getting a great show. And
One other thing.
One more thing, guys. I just have to thank the whole team. You know, without the team, I can't. I'm stuck. So it's Ahmed Darwish, Jafar, Ibrahim, and Majid, and our tuning expert here, Joe Lepone.
And your new marketing.
And we're in good hands.
Don't forget your new marketing director, David Hance.
Right. You know, my life is easy.
SMS,
these guys.
We'll build you a nice car at SMS. Just give me a call, send me a deposit, and I'll get you going right away.
And one other thing that I have to compliment Salah. He's probably the most talented driver that I've ever seen in a vehicle that has a steering wheel. He picked my wife up. He flew my wife here last year, and he picked her up in his Lexus, okay, 4-door Lexus. And we were down this road, and he looked at me, and I said, yeah, okay. And I told my wife, put your seatbelt on the back seat. She goes, why? I said, put my seatbelt on here. And she put her seatbelt on. And my friend Salah, okay, had his Lexus going through this park sideways at 70 miles an hour and missing trees and missing banks. And the guy is really talented.
You don't have to tell me. I saw it firsthand. Salah took me in Bahrain. We drifted around and everything. And I was like, yeah, I got video on my phone. So Joe's not kidding when he says he's one of the best. I must point out he's also hand-shifting a Liberty 5-speed with a nitrous car. I mean, that tells you.
That's a 4-speed this year, but it was a 5-speed before.
Got you, but bottom line is he's hand-shifting. He's doing it the old-fashioned way. No, obviously, Joe, he's got shades of Joe in him, and Joe is...
we'll send you guys some onboard video, too.
Exactly, and... man, it's just great having you guys here. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for stopping by, guys. And Mr. Biggs, you're the best.
David, take care. Thank you very much, Jim. I appreciate you doing what you're doing.